Hi, I'm Alan Wilson and I'm one of the co-founders of YouRevolution.
And I'm Mark McLean and I am the other guy for YouRevolution. Okay, so YouRevolution is one word, but there's a double meaning behind it. So we have You Revolution and Your Evolution. We're going to be creating YouTube videos and also website blog articles that will help people make positive changes in their lives that will then help them along the road to their own evolution.
What I really liked about when we talked about You Revolution or Your Evolution is that there's kind of that two meaning there, and I think that everybody's on a different path. So some people it's a very gradual path, but for other people, in terms of their well-being or their spiritual or professional development, things happen really quickly. And I think that it's such a great way, like we talked about that play on the name almost, it's just a great way for people to connect in different ways. And for Mark and I, that's what it's all about. We really want people to connect on their level. Neither Mark and I are going to be claiming to be experts throughout this, but what we're going to do is go and find people we can bring to the table who will have the knowledge and the expertise to bring different ideas about how do you maintain your well-being. There's loads of stuff out there at the moment, but the thing about Mark and I is that we've been on our own journey and we've learned so many amazing techniques that might not necessarily be in the mainstream, but being able to tap into that and bring that to the table has made such a difference for our lives, and we just want to share that with everybody else. That's the amazing thing about this. It's really about sharing with people. It's about creating a community where people can come together, learn new techniques, try them out on their own, come back, feed back into the community, tell us what they've learned, stuff that they're doing with their lives. That's what it's all about. It's just really, really exciting. It's genuinely about giving.
And it's important to say as well, there's going to be three main areas that we're going to focus on. So we're going to look at health, well-being and self-growth. And for Alan and I, these are areas that we're ridiculously passionate about. We're by no means experts, but something we've been working on for the past few years. It's going to be less about us and more about the experts in health, well-being and self-growth. We really want to interview some of the most knowledgeable and interesting people, really pick their brains, find out what makes them tick and get them to share their expertise through this platform so that we can all benefit from it.
We're at an amazing time, I think, as a society, here in the UK, here in Scotland and more broadly across the world. Obviously we're coming out the other side of a pandemic, coming out the other side of lockdown, and I genuinely feel that during this lockdown I think people have been connecting with themselves again. And Mark and I, we'd actually started discussing this before lockdown happened. We'd went a walk, we were doing a hill walk, we had a good chat, and this idea began to formulate throughout this hill walk. And as we walked up, we kind of shared some ideas, but actually as we walked down it began to come together. It's thought I kind of get the impression of a snowball going down that hill. Yep. And it just started to gather pace, and from that the lockdowns happened and we've been obviously working away in the background, but coming out of this now I genuinely feel that a lot of people are much more in tune with themselves, and I think when people are in tune with themselves they are going to be more interested in understanding how can I continue to maintain my well-being. Obviously people have been out of work and stuff, they're coming back into the workplace, they don't want to go back to normal, they want to embrace new ways of working, they want to embrace new ways of living, and Mark and I just want to share that.
Alan and I, we've been friends for like over 30 years and we go out regular walks because it's a way for us to catch up, de-stress and basically try and figure out all the shit that's going on in our lives. It's on these walks that we always seem to come back to the same kind of topics. It's about finding balance, focusing on our health and our self-development. We basically thought that why don't we start interviewing other people that we really admire and look up to, and then start sharing all that content with other people through this platform.
There's literally so many avenues you can go down, and Mark's touched on some of those key areas that are going to be core to how we explore and we develop our content and we develop what we're going to share with the community. We've got some fascinating topics to explore, just at a very high level. You're looking at things like martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, we're looking at creativity, music, we're looking at painting, we're looking at alternative medicines. Lots of different stuff that's going to help people understand that in order for you to be the best version of yourself, there's not just one right way, there's many paths you can take, and Mark and I are going to help showcase that. If also, where am I looking? Where's the middle? Is it recording? Oh, is it?
Timer on the top.
Aye. Hi, I'm Alan Wilson from YouRevolution. We're all about well-being. We're all about what else? I'm looking at the wrong bit. It's confusing with that fucking bit.
I just always look.
We're all about health, well-being, and spiritual growth. Spiritual fucking self-growth. Fuck. Hi, I'm Alan Wilson from YouRevolution.